Hey everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be all about my reading challenges for 2022, kind of updating you. We're about midpoint here of the year, and I need to reevaluate some of them because things are not going great for some of them. Some of them are doing so well that we're going to actually increase the challenge. So let's get into it. So firstly, we have the Goodreads reading challenge. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put 75 or 50 being the year. I'm going to hit 60 something very soon. I'll put the exact number on the screen. So, I mean, 75 would be too easy. So I think we're going to have to increase it to 100. It's going to be a little tricky because December, I never read pretty much anything because I'm posting a ton of videos. So it's still going to be a big challenge. I have so many really big books coming up from different challenges. So I think 100 is realistic, but also quite hard. So I'm excited, but I think 100 is good. So we're doing well for that one. I'm already doing much better than I expected. I'm going to hit that 75 way too fast. Then I think I put 50 in the beginning of the year and increased it already. So like, great. One of my challenges this year was also with the Patreon book club, which was to read a classic every 2 months, and we're doing really good with this. I have read my first 3, and I have loved 2 of them. One of them a little less. It was Persuasion by Jane Austen, which it's probably one of my least favorite Jane Austen. I'm still looking forward to watching the TV show, right? It's a TV show or a movie? TV show. I will happily watch it, but it was so-so. However, East of Eden, fantastic. And The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, also really good. So doing well, 3 more to go. I'm kind of terrified of the next one, which is Crime and Punishment. So that's going to be fun. But I feel like it's really motivating to do it with other people. That way, like, I don't have a choice but to do it. So it's working out just fine. Might have to continue doing it. Another one of my challenges was to continue/finish more series, and I am failing at this. I talked about it a little bit in my mid-year book freak out, and this is my biggest issue for this video. Last year, if we remember correctly, I had started 20 series, but I had finished like 1 or something. It was really bad. To be fair, some of them I was not planning on continuing, so like it wasn't like 19 on the go plus the ones from past years. So like it is still not good. Don't try to excuse things, Emily. But this year so far I have started 8 new series, like reading the first book. There's a few I'm probably not gonna continue/not in rush to, but still. I've only continued 3. And I've only finished 1, and then there's one I'm not planning on finishing. But I've read a second book. So like 1.5. I did mention in the beginning of the year that would count as 1, but like I would like to not have to use it. You know, I want to be able to finish 10, which was the goal. But yeah, I finished 1. Specifically because some of the ones I had mentioned, I had 2 to read, and they're big books. Like I'm thinking, like just a few examples. They're all big ones. We have The Last Argument, Kings by Joe Abercrombie. This is the last book, at least in the trilogy. Same thing with this one. It's the last book in the trilogy. This is the second book, so I have to read book 2 and 3 if I want to count this one. The Toll is the last one. But like, I have a few that's like that. I have like at least 1 or 2, and they're like big boys. So I don't want to, just for the sake of this challenge, to find super small series to read them all, you know. I really want to focus on finishing series that I'm currently reading, I have started, and I am enjoying them. I just need to like but like, I don't know why even, let's talk. Like even Cytonic, which I think is the one that I'm the most about. There were 2 novellas to read between book 2 and 3, and this is the 3rd book. And I have read 1, and I'm in the middle of the second one. I'm finally doing it, but I think it's because the first novella was not good. It just wasn't. It was clearly not written by him. I'm saying that there was someone else helping, blah blah, but like it was just not his usual stuff at all. It was not great. The second one so far is fine, but we'll see. So this book, I thought I was going to read it as soon as I got it, like in November, December of last year, and like here we are, 6 months plus later, and I haven't read it. So this one is more annoying. It's not the last book in the series, but it would be the last one to catch up. There's also a novella after. So I feel like I would have to read the novella this one and the novella I'm currently reading to catch up. So it's still quite a bit because the novella I'm currently reading is 200 pages. So like I'm feeling slightly overwhelmed clearly with that challenge, but I feel like if I make it a challenge, I think I'm going to do a reading vlog or a month of trying to continue series, especially fantasy ones. I think it would be helpful for me, not just for the challenge, but just for me in general, because at this point, I don't even know how many series I've started that I want to continue, but it's definitely over like 20, 30, and it's like, I have so many more I want to start on my shelf, but like it's starting to get, you know, not just overwhelming, but straight up ridiculous. So we're working on it. But yeah, second half of the year, I need to like step it up because it's not going well. The other big challenge that I had for myself this year was to read more nonfiction, because I had noticed that I was starting to read less and less of them, and the ones that I was picking up were some other library just last second, like I didn't have any other audiobook to listen to kind of thing, and I was not enjoying them anymore, and I was avoiding the ones that were scary to me, like the heavier science ones, which I look forward to, but I feel like I'm always too tired. So I wasn't happy with the ones I had read by the end of the year for the last like 2-3 years. So I wanted to change that, and I did a 180, like a complete 180. I didn't read that many that were like big sciencey ones yet. I do have the second half of the year if I want to change that, but I did end up reading The Emperor of All Men at Z, which I had that book on my shelf for years and I didn't think I was ever going to read it, and I really enjoyed it. Biography of Cancer, super fantastic. And then I think in total I'm at 18 nonfictions read. I think this is my most read genre so far this year, or like top 3 for sure. So who am I? And I have been enjoying a lot of them, like the majority of them. A lot of them are like feminism slash health related, because a topic that lately has been interesting to me. But let me mention some of my favorite ones to recommend, like Unwell Women, Misdiagnosis and Myth in Man-Made World, basically how women have not been believed in medicine for years and mistreatments. And it's very dark, but I really enjoyed it. If you are someone that wants to read more about feminism that is like intersectional and racism, I would recommend White Tears, Brown Scars. It was fantastic. Wasn't expecting to like it. I kind of went into it thinking I wasn't going to like it, but Atomic Habits is worth the hype. Yep, here I am. I feel like a finance bro when I recommend this, but you don't have to wake up at 4 every morning, but like there were some good tips and tricks in there. I enjoyed it. Some that I don't see anyone mention, because that's also fun. I would recommend trying The Taste of Poison, which is about 7 different kind of poisons and how they've been used in the past, and it's just interesting. So if you're a fan of like crime novels, maybe you would enjoy this. But liked it a lot more than expected. Another one that is a bit different would be Islands of Abandonment, which is about places in the world that nature is reclaiming because humans are not there anymore. So places that there was war or something. And it was fun. It was very prosy. So if you're not someone that likes nonfiction, or if you're someone that just likes fiction when it's like written really prettily, like nice prose, I would check that one out. But yes, somehow this year I discovered a ton of nonfiction I enjoyed. And like, I feel like going out of my way to make a list of some that were interesting to me and putting them all on my library waiting list really helped me, like being consistent. I've been reading a lot of them every month, and in the beginning of the year I was scared that if I forced myself to read one a month and like strictly that was a goal, I was going to just resent it and not do it, or force myself to do it and just not enjoy myself. But I just haven't thought about it. I was just picking them up because they were available. Oh, you know, this audiobook is there. I would pick it up, because audiobooks definitely played a big role. I tried, which I'll talk about at the end of the year because I still have a few experiments that I want to try, but I was trying at one point to read like a chapter a day or like a couple pages every day, and it worked for a while, and then it kind of, I feel like one thing that worked a lot for me was audiobooks. So whenever I would dedicate specific time, especially in the beginning, to get used to it, maybe whenever I go on a walk or if I'm doing the dishes, like I would listen to my audiobook during that time, the nonfiction one, and I could flip to a fiction one. So yes, consistency was key for me. That's what made the biggest difference with my nonfiction reading. That and like an actual list, a wish list at my library. So if you are looking for more recommendation, I have a lot now. Another challenge that I didn't mention it officially is that I wanted to start being more consistent with Instagram. Bookstagram, I started posting every Saturday. I've been consistent. I think I'm going to try a little challenge of like posting more often and see how that goes. But I'm just happy that I'm finally posting every week on Instagram. It was a long time coming, and I've been doing it. And because my health has also been going well, cross all of your fingers for me, I've also been able to start posting more often on YouTube, which you might have noticed the last like month and a half. Things have been going back to normal, just accelerating, posting more consistently, posting videos that I'm just more excited about. I have the energy to actually do. So yeah, very happy about all of this, honestly. My last official challenge was to try to read my height, which I think I don't think it's going to be a problem because like I mentioned, I'm already at 60 something books read this year, and I believe in the past, again, it depends on the size of the books, of course, but that was about the amount that I needed to read my height. So I think this year I'm definitely going to easily do it. Easily. So that's kind of where I'm at with my challenges this year. I think except for the whole series one, I'm doing really good. Like it's the only one that I'm like failing very badly at. But I think that with a little correction right now, I can easily still achieve it. I think, like I said, I will be doing a specific challenge for it. Specific one, maybe in like August or something. I will try to read as many fantasy series as possible and like make it happen because it's the only thing that's not going well. Everything else, I've been like not reading my usual stuff, but I've been really enjoying myself. I've been discovering more favorites than ever. If you look at the amount of 5 stars that I've given this year, it's more than like the last 2 years, and we're just mid-year. Like it's been going well. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up, subscribe. I will be putting more videos on the screen that I recommend you check out. And I will see you in an upcoming video very soon. Bye.